The following segment is sponsored by KushCo. As cannabis legalization spreads across the country, many have raised concerns regarding safety, environmental effects, and the impact on the economy. Joining us today is Nick, the CEO of KushCo, a company that specializes in safe and sustainable cannabis packaging. Welcome, Nick. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So what is the state of cannabis right here in Utah?
Well, Utah has passed medicinal cannabis, which just got passed and has not been rolled out. We're not expecting sales in Utah until 2020, but it's good that we're seeing positive momentum. And of course, most states have gone from medical laws eventually into adult use. We've seen 9 states do it now, more are right behind, and so there's a lot of momentum on all fronts for legal cannabis here in the U.S.
All right. Well, your company specializes in cannabis packaging, and there's been a lot of discussion regarding the environmental aspects of that. How is the industry responding to these concerns?
Yeah, well, one thing the industry has not done a great job at is creating eco-friendly and sustainable packaging solutions. A lot of the stuff that we've sold for almost a decade, billions of units, unfortunately have ended up in the landfill. And what this industry wants to do is separate itself, do what's true to its nature, and create environmentally friendly practices. And there's no better place to start than packaging. As one of the leaders, we're going to be taking the lead on this. We've already launched our first set of child-resistant, biodegradable, and sustainable packaging solutions. Those are in the market today. We have a couple other joint ventures and partnerships which should produce even more product options for our customer base here in the coming months.
So happy to hear that your company is stepping up for everybody. Now, I feel like in the news, all you hear is CBD this, CBD that, and there's a lot of confusion regarding it. What should we know?
Well, we should know that per the passage of the Farm Bill last year, it basically legalized CBD at the federal level. It legalized industrial hemp, and hemp can be used obviously for textiles or ropes, but it can also be extracted to create CBD oil, which is now a new craze. Everybody's getting into CBD oil. You can find CBD oil massages, you can find CBD now at Walgreens, and it's usually in lotions or topical forms or maybe tincture oil because everybody's waiting on the FDA to give guidance of how people are allowed to use CBD in relation to food or beverage. So that's on hold for now, but that doesn't mean you can't buy the oil, vape pen, lotions, topicals, and people are saying it's really helping them with their pain relief, and they're using it on a daily basis to replace things like Advil.
Fantastic. Now, the Cannabis World Congress and Business Expo is coming up. What do you expect will be the big takeaways this year?
Well, it's all about cannabis businesses. The business aspect has become real. It's on the main stage. You're seeing tremendous growth. You know, we were up 250% nearly on our last quarterly results. We're not the only company that's growing at these rates. So there's a lot of publicly traded companies looking for investor capital. There's a lot of investors here in New York. So it's a perfect place to be if you're trying to find financial backing. A lot of these companies need it if they want to continue to grow at the astronomical rates that we're seeing.
Great, Nick. Where can we go for more information?
Well, of course, our website, KushCo.com. We're publicly traded. We trade under the symbol KSHB. So we have a ton of information available on our website, all of our press releases. And then I'm an expert in the industry. I'm writing on Forbes. I have a Forbes column. You can check that out. I'm also on Twitter at Nick Kovacevich. So follow me, follow the company. Most importantly, follow the industry because there's a lot of exciting things happening right now.
Absolutely, Nick. Thanks so much for joining us today.
All right. Look forward to talking to you next year. Take care.